Yo, New York, we got another one. Young, Legger, Morale, Four Horsemen.
You can bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight.
When I pull up to the club in the new bench truck, mommy hopping out and her do messed up. When I woke up in the club, man, the crowd go crazy. Piff in the air, so the whole club easy. Gon' stand up, your boy got a star flow. Look at my garage, look like Funk Flex car show. Beach Maserati, Marcialaro. The critics stay hating like that boy got a Nas flow. Been standing in line with my state ID. Now I pop rose in the VIP. I like my feet down low like I'm TIP. Bring it out, mommy bang got key. Sure you wanna slide cause she said I'm fresh, and then we can do our thing while riding the Lexus. So at 10 p.m. you can call your friend, cause at 12 a.m. we gon' do it again.
You can bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. Bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight.
Slow down, baby, we can take you to the telly, watch you go down, baby. We could cruise in the coupe on the West Side Highway, let you grip the wheel while we do things my way. Mommy want a man, that ain't part of the plan. 2 shots of Patron, I'm in the one-night stands. Shorty swore the fab, she could make me better. She ain't hear the remix, I'm all about my cheddar. Money horse player, gotta get my grind on. Party like a rock star, go get my shine on. Haters screw facing, like I ain't got my 9 on. Shorty, work that pole.
Go ahead, girl, get your mind on.
Shorty wanna slide cause she said I'm fresh, and then we can do our thing while riding the Lexus. So at 10 p.m. you can call your friends, cause at 12 a.m. we gon' do it again.
Bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. Bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. When you rock with it, walk it out, 2-step, pop, lock and drop to show you how we do it. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. When you rock with it, walk it out, 2-step, pop, lock and drop to show you how we do it. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. Bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight. Bounce if you wanna bounce, ball if you wanna ball, play if you wanna play, floss if you wanna floss. It's alright, cause we came to party tonight.
If your project is the secret sauce, Food for Thought is your perfect kitchen. We are pleased to announce that we are now offering promotional opportunities for individuals, brands, and businesses. If you're looking to expand your reach, we are ready to work with you and accommodate your budget. Contact us today to learn how we can help promote you on our platform. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? Tonight, I'm talking about something people think about, but almost nobody wants to say out loud. So that's why Red Specs is in the building to say those things people think about, but scared to talk out loud. Do married people secretly miss being single? Do single people secretly crave marriage? Because online, everybody acts happy, right? The married people posting vacations and family photos, right? And the single people posting freedom and peace, okay? But behind closed doors, that's what we're talking about tonight. Behind closed doors, some married people feel trapped. And some single people feel lonely. So tonight we're asking the uncomfortable question. What are people really jealous of? Marriage or freedom? Now, once again, this conversation here is going to hit people a little different tonight. All right, because everybody always thinks the other side got it better. Okay, they think married people looking at single people saying, man, you lucky. You can do whatever you want, right? Stay with me tonight, people, because this is going to get deep. Pause. And single people looking at married people saying, damn, must be nice having someone, you know, who loves you and comes home to you every night, right? See, both sides fantasize about the life they don't have. Both sides. And that's this human nature, to be honest. It's human nature. But tonight, we're going to really break it down. And we're going to break it down honestly. Because social media got everybody performing happiness, right? The marriage couple online smiling, like I said, matching outfits. Matching outfits. I used to hate that. Matching outfits. Might not even be talking behind the scenes, right? They just taking a picture. They might not even be saying much to each other. They might be angry at each other during that picture that you were looking at, right? You don't know what happened behind the scenes on that picture, right? So, and the single person posting trips, he posting parties and just freedom altogether, right? And they might cry themselves to sleep feeling alone, right? Damn, I wish I had somebody with me to enjoy these trips, parties, and everything else, right? So that's the single person. That's reality. See, marriage can bring a lot of things, right? Marriage brings love, partnership, families, stability, intimacy, also building together. All right. Having somebody during hard times, you know, all that's nice when you marry. But, you know, I always have a but, right? Yeah, but marriage can also bring stress, right? Arguments, financial pressure, lack of privacy, routine things, everything is always routine. You know, you feeling stuck, okay, emotional distance, and sometimes loneliness with somebody sitting right next to you, right? Now, that's the part people don't talk enough about, that part there. The bad parts. Because you can be married, right, and still feel emotionally alone. That's scary. Now let's talk about the single, doom, life. Let's talk about the single life, right? Big up to Cameo. I met him one time. He's a funny guy. Big up to Cameo. But being single can bring peace, freedom, self-discovery. Of course, you're going to have less stress, less compromise, more time on your hand, more independence, right? More flexibility to do whatever you want to do in life, right? But, my butt again. But single life can also bring loneliness. That's the top number one answer, right? That's what they do on Steve Harvey, the show, right? Number one answer, loneliness. Lack of emotional support. Empty nights. You also get these temporary relationships. Nothing really solid, just temporary relationships. And fear of aging alone. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Because the older you get, the more you say, damn, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to age alone. I don't want to go alone, you know. So fear of aging alone, right? Also, and watching everybody around you build families, you know, people having kids, and you go to family functions, you by yourself, right? So everybody around you is building families while you still searching for your connection. That hurts too. And what I notice also is people romanticize whatever they don't currently have, right? And this is why some married people look at single people and think, damn, you know, I miss freedom. And then you have the single people look at the married people and think, damn, I just want somebody real. God damn. Whew. Both sides exhausted in different ways. And it is exhausting in different ways. Now, let me say something real uncomfortable tonight, which I always do here on Unscripted Conversations. Let me say something real. Some people don't actually want marriage. I'm going to get beat up when I get off of this. I'm going to get beat up tonight when I get off of this set. But I want y'all to follow me, right? Some people don't actually want marriage. They want emotional security, right? Big difference. Some people don't want love. They want consistency. They want loyalty. They want somebody to make them feel or make life feel less, let's say, heavy, right? Less heavy. And some married people don't actually miss being single. Let's go over there. Some of them don't miss being single. They miss who they used to be before responsibilities took over. That's what they miss. That's deep. Pause. So you see, marriage change people, right? You have kids, the bills are piling up. You gotta take your ass to work. Different schedules, different pressures, less intimacy, and less being spontaneous. And sometimes people feel like individuals and start feeling like co-workers managing survival together. Oh, I'll be saying some shit up here on Unscripted Conversation. Let me say that again. Sometimes people stop feeling like individuals and start feeling like co-workers managing survival together. And that right there can create resentment if people aren't careful. Resentment if you're not careful. Now, before anybody gets offended here on this show, this is Unscripted Conversations. You know what I do here. So no one should ever get offended here on this show because I talk about the things people don't want to talk about loudly. And I'm here to bring it out for them. So like I said, before anybody gets offended here, I'm not attacking marriage. I'm not. Okay. I actually think healthy marriage is beautiful. Been in it is beautiful. But unhealthy marriage that can mentally destroy people. And another thing, some single people are lonely but peaceful. Some people like it. While some people that's married are surrounded by family, but mentally drained every single day. Right? Drop it in the comments if it's facts, man. I'm only talking facts here tonight. I know it's a touchy subject, and this is what I do. I touch those subjects. Pause. Because that's why you can't judge happiness from the outside. You can't. It's very hard. You don't know who's happy, who's unhappy, right? You don't know what people dealing with privately. And social media, please. Social media got people comparing lifestyles all day long. Every time you get on social media, they're comparing women, comparing each other's beauty, their bodies. Men is comparing whatever, muscles or knowledge, whatever they're comparing. Social media got people comparing lifestyles all day, fancy cars and all that. You know, single people, they on there watching couples, right? Couples watching single people. Everybody's comparing back and forth, right? That's what's happening. And comparison destroys peace altogether. Now let's get deeper. Pause. Let's get deeper, right? I think, this is me, I think some people rush into marriage because society makes people feel incomplete if they're single too long. That's what I think. Especially after a certain age. Oh, man, this motherfucker 55 years old and he ain't. Right? People start hearing those things. People start hearing, when you get married, you know, when you having kids and you still single, Negro. And that pressure makes some people settle out of fear instead of love. A lot of people get married to settle out of fear instead of love. And that's dangerous, really dangerous. And it's dangerous because being lonely inside a bad marriage is always worse than being single peacefully. Always. Let me say that again. Being lonely inside a bad marriage feels way worse than being single peacefully. And I said what I said. Meet me outside. Now, on the flip side, right? Some people stay single because they got hurt so badly, right, in another relationship that they stop believing in real connection. And eventually, freedom becomes emotionally isolation. Emotional isolation. Yes. That happens too. Right? Some people become so protected of their peace, right, that they stop allowing anybody close enough to love them. And then after a while, that loneliness starts talking louder at night when you're alone, right? See? So both lifestyles got sacrifices, right? Both lifestyles. I'm not here bashing marriage, and I'm not here bashing being single. Both lifestyles got sacrifices. Marriages cost freedom sometime. Freedom costs companionship sometimes. That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. Nobody fully explains. Okay. And another thing, some married people secretly meet me outside if you want to fight. Some married people secretly envy the options single people still have. Let me explain. The options that single people have, the excitement, the unpredictability, the ability to just leave and restart life if I need it, if you need it, right? Meanwhile, on the other side, some single people envy married people. I said what I said, meet me outside. Right? So married people having history, right? Inside jokes and holidays together, right? Someone checking on them, someone to build memories with. So you see, both sides are looking through the window at each other. Picture that. Both sides are looking through the window at each other. Now, let's talk about modern dating for a second. Modern dating. So, a lot of people want marriage, right? But they don't trust the relationships anymore. They don't trust relationships, but they want to be married. That's the real issue here, right? People scared of divorce. Go back to my other video, I talk about divorce. Betrayal, being used, financial losses, wasting of years, being cheated on, being emotionally manipulated. So people act, they act distracted now and detached now. And that's why dating feels so cold today. Nowadays, it's just so cold what people be doing to others in the dating realm. People protecting themselves before love even starts. And honestly, a lot of people aren't even jealous of marriage or freedom, right? They're just jealous of peace. That's what they're jealous of. Jealous of peace. That's what people really want. Peace. Whether single or married, people just want peace emotionally. Some married people got peace. Some don't. Some single people got peace. Some don't. Because that's why happiness can't be measured by relationship status alone. It can't. It can't. It just can't. Let me ask you something tonight. Put it down in the comments. You know how we do. Let me ask you, would you rather be single and occasionally lonely, or married and constantly stressed? And I want y'all to think about that, honestly. I'm gonna say it again. Would you rather be single and occasionally lonely, or married and constantly stressed? Put it down in the comments, honestly. And another question. Do people marry because they truly found love, or because they're afraid of being alone? Hey, listen, that's uncomfortable. Now, another thing people don't talk about enough, Red Specs is going to put it out there, is that some people miss the chase more than the relationship itself. Whoa. What I just say? Listen. Y'all must be like, Red Specs be saying some shit, right? Once again, some people miss the chase more than the relationship itself. And then once things become routine, they emotionally check out. Oh boy. That's why emotional maturity matters, right? That's because relationships require evolution, and freedom requires discipline as well, right? Freedom requires discipline as well. Because a lot of people say they want freedom until they realize freedom also means nobody's checking on you. Nobody's helping you. Nobody's emotionally supporting you. Nobody's there doing emergencies. Nothing. You're all alone by yourself. And that hits different as people get older. That hits different. You don't want to be 70, 80 years old, 60, whatever, and be alone. right? Now let's talk about you know what? Let's talk to my viewers tonight. Let's do that. I want to talk to my viewers tonight because I want to give you guys some questions. This is a question and answer segment now. And I want you to put it down in the comments, okay? Whether you put it down later after the show is over or you can put it in right now. It's all up to you. Question and answer. Would you rather have peace single or stress in your relationship? Right? That's similar to the other question I just asked. Do you think people marry for love or fear of loneliness? Do they marry for love or fear of loneliness? Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Also, do you think married people are secretly jealous of single freedom? And let's vice versa, that one. Are single people secretly jealous of companionship? Drop it down in the comments, people. This is a question and answer segment. Also, can somebody truly be happy alone forever? What's worse, being alone or feeling alone with somebody? Because that happens as well. You could be with somebody and you still feel alone. They're never around. They're never taking care of you. They're never doing what they have to do. Many of us go through that. And I know you do. Drop facts down in the comments if you do. Listen, I just want y'all to know this. Marriage isn't a prison, okay? And being single isn't a failure. So people just have to stop looking at life like there's only one correct path, and it's not. There's two paths there. You just have to pick that path. Some people thrive to be married, and some people thrive to be alone. So which way you want to go? Okay, some people grow through relationships, right? Some people heal through solitude, you know? But the key is honesty. Are you honest about the way you feel being alone? Or are you honest with yourself about being married? Don't perform happiness. Actually build it. Listen, at the end of the day, people aren't really jealous of marriage or freedom, okay? Like I said, they're jealous of peace. And if you find that peace in the world, wherever it may be, or whoever it may be with, protect that. Protect it. At all costs, protect your peace. Once again, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Unscripted Conversations with your boy, Red Specs. I appreciate it tonight. Somebody had to say it, and it had to be me. See you next week.